Jen.
Thank you, Jen. I have two quick follow-ups.
Sure.
The first is, you've been consistent on this, and so has the president, about your support for codifying Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
What's more, Speaker Pelosi and Majority Leader Schumer have also voiced their support. Has the White House been doing outreach on this, and do you think that you would have the votes to be successful?
I can't give an assessment of the vote count at this point. What I will tell you is that we have been engaged with leaders on Capitol Hill, many of whom have been quite outspoken about their concern and the need to move forward with the Women's Health Protection Act. Today, in light of the fact that women in Texas have been, for 101 days, they've had their basic access to women's health care, to their fundamental right that's been the law of the land for decades, be put into question and at risk. In terms of what our engagement will be, we will continue to be engaged. And the ruling this morning reinforces that there is more work to be done, reinforces that need to engage on Capitol Hill and with localities around the country.
Moments ago, you were pretty definitive when you said that President Biden would only support extending these programs if they were paid for, period. Does that necessarily mean that sometime in the future, President Biden would be prepared to raise taxes?
Well, I think President Biden's been pretty clear about his protection of keeping taxes low for the middle class and lowering them. But we don't have any hypothetical bill we're talking about here. I think you've seen him convey that pretty clearly, and all of the bills he's supported have been consistent. But we'll have real conversations when real bills exist. Edward, why don't you do the last one?
Thank you, Jen. So you talked about inflation here in the room, the highest we haven't seen since 1982. President's been in office about 11 months. What grade does the president give himself on his handling the economy?
I think every president I've ever worked for, I've only worked for two, but they try not to grade themselves. But I will tell you, but what the president is proud of working on with Congress, with governors, with leaders across the country, is his effort to lower prices for people across the country, whether it's the steps he took to lower the price of gas, whether it's the steps he took from the beginning to address bottlenecks in the supply chain that we're seeing play out now positively in terms of improvements, or whether it's his effort, his proposal to introduce Build Back Better, which will cut costs for people across the country. All right, happy Friday, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.